desk. Big up coach's desk. Big up. Tune in. Best things, man.
Definitely. Good afternoon, all the viewers. Listening and watching the number one program and YouTube. I've been watching some of the videos too. Very interested and informative, and stuff that you have to think, gives you an opportunity to think. So I'm happy to be here.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Long live the king. King Michail Antonio. Everybody put your cups up, Anyway, there, pop a champagne. Yeah, man. Pop. Everywhere they want to put something, or drink something. All the man in my country want to put some high grade and I think, blaze up a chalice. Yeah, man. Blaze up a chalwa. Lickala with talawa. I mean, paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel if I win the lottery, I would be so happy like I'm happy right now. Rich and happy. Cups up. The full up on the cup for that broadcast. Yeah. I'm telling you, serious. Swear to God. Anyone that don't drink something, right? We're not all, this is no sober man reasoning. No sober man reasoning. You understand? This is the rum bar reason. Everybody, yeah, man. Except Stan Cranky. Stan, you can't drink your H2O. You understand? What a day, people. Hey, people. The baklava, no. The baklava, I'm beat it till you weak. People. The beat it till you weak. Big up Jason Ferrer. You understand? Big up the whole team, Cataract. Check in from early. Wow. Cuts up. That me telling you, man. Whew. People, how you feeling? How you feeling? Long live the king. The king is born. Yeah, man. Hello, Garrett Southgate. How you feeling, mate? Try to put a spanner in the works, don't. Try to put a monkey wrench. All those last minute calls didn't work, did they? Coach, no, coach, this is not a regular. This is not a TripleTreat night, coach. This is the night before the game. You know, we start beating from early, from Shirley. You understand? Big up all the man and all the girlies. Look here, man. Some people say, what will it profit a man to gain the world? Well, I say, what does it profit Jamaica to gain Michail Antonio? And people, I feel nice. Let me see, get the likes them up, man. Get the likes them up, man. We have to squeeze two out that thing, you know. Get the general a salute. Yeah, man. And I wait for tomorrow night to go crazy when Jamaica get a positive result. The whole mood is up. The whole mood is up. Big up Cyan Bowen. You know them things going on. Team Cataract family, them man. Big and brawling. Yeah, man. You understand? Big and brawling. Put the phone on do not disturb. I don't want nobody disturb me tonight. Don't disturb me. I'm running the coach's desk. This is the cataract desk. This is the debate boss. Ames in the house. AM3, yes. Ames in the house. Team Cataract. Wayne Sire. Big up on yourself. Jackie and Guzman. Outside. Out there with no fear. They must have one team cranky man come in. But forward in that place. But pay the musical rate. Get man. Hold up on Sean Bass. You have to pay the musical rate. Yeah man. Take a money from him. Don't want to drink from bad man. Yorkshire bitters, mate. You can't own a sober reason for that day. Strike force. Governor would have said strike force. People never remember that song when they name Strike Force. Yeah man, Strike Force from Spanish Town. Wow. Feel like you know when you ladies, any ladies inside, you know when you go to Macy's and you get see BOGO, buy one, get one free. Buy a Michail and get a roof free. Coach, look more than I think, you know. I'm gonna go through some statistics among them. Show you just what we have purchased for our money. Respect to the Jamaica Football Federation. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. 23 years we've been waiting, people. 23 years. You're rough, brother. I'm gonna try to fix that lighting now. You're rough. 23 years of waiting. People tell me how you feel. Is this the day that the Lord has made, you know? We shall rejoice and be glad in it. That we say. Come in, man, rope in. Big up IMAX, JD, family, you know, they over there today, you know? I convert JD and tell them how the badness go. Reggae Boyz badness. Then I hear some nothing about no Suriname, no Purinam. A straight Jamaica talk. So we are represent the Caribbean. And the badness keckle up on the choppy. You understand? Update boss, when I take them the reasoning, you know, brother. And 9 points we think there, you know. I'm feel like, man, yam boy, fool. You know, so the pitbull touch down people. And then the muzzle of the part of the pitbull, that means somebody ever get bite. Somebody food ever get yam. Yeah, man. I saw you that go, brother. Yeah, man, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let it burn. Hey, when I load up the stadium, loading procedure, man. Cataract there, man. How you mean, man? The Cataract family. Up top, J-Ras, check in. Kemar Roofe, check in. All over there, I say Cataract. You see what I say? Big up. A pagan, 180. Big up behind himself. Jackie and Guzman. Check out. No, man. No. Hey, nobody, no, hey, people, don't want to know. Coach up there, you know. Different settings, my thing going on. Regular security, them are there enough. Fresh God and the family. Remember, I give them little Shine and Christine. Yeah, man. Use it up. Any man coming here, sir, or any lady coming here, sir, with no negative vibes, we are going to deal with your ash. This is the ultras. This is the people that we believe in the Reggae Boyz with them heart. You understand? Young kick Graham your forward. Clum. How you mean, man? How you mean? There is no talk about any losing. No talk about no problem. This is just straight ultras. At Jamaica we think that. Reggae Boyz we think that. We know business. Oh yeah, man, man. Wow. We could have raised Diego Maradona from the dead and give him a Panama passport. I feel it. We don't have a feel it. Roll it, man. Anybody, if you're doubting Thomas or you're doubting Alex or you're doubting Jim, take care of yourself. We're not in here tonight. We are in Reggae Boyz. Let me take a check and see what go on, how much people check in. You understand? I mean, I'm fooling this, you know. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I want to big up all the people. 166 watching. Hey, I want to. How many Rasta Judge? Let me want to know. This is not the regular coaching desk program. You know. This coaching desk program is a different coaching desk program. You understand? Because you are going now. The coach live a country, you know. You understand? But it's a garrison thing now. So when you come in, the wrong zinc fence. You understand? And we are all the special. Couple QR rum there. Couple hot Guinness there. Few hot Magnum. Weed and grabber. Enough vibes. Hit the like button. Do not shove the gate and walk in here and you don't hit the like button. Couple bad dog run back. I clean up the bad thing them. You're nervous. So hit the like button. If we don't know you, hit the subscribe button. Please and thanks. Different settings tonight. I coaches this fool in the man like 166 people and 20 like it not work. We run out of yard. Two for the price of one. My God. Check in. Strike force. Strike force. No, brother, no dub now drop tonight. Me lucky studio. Me not that studio. I beat liquor from 4:30 till now. Me I beat liquor. Celebration time, man. You understand? Every man gets something like a cup in a car when I own a regular Friday, Saturday reasoning, you know, sir. So our reasoning, you understand? Yeah, people don't watch football so bad. Now Jamaica people watch football so bad. Now, we never know the game, you know. Yeah, Ricardo full of big up yourself. A King's mind. Boy, Benaki. Tele Panama defender. Wait. I get a nightmare. Your wife says, tranquilo. Mi amor, tranquilo. Stop screaming in the middle of the night. That me I tell her. Yeah, man, big up a weed man, them, you know. Yeah, man, roll up a thing, roll up a high grade. No bushweed settings tonight. Premier League, Scottish Premier League meets the English Premier League. And I'm going to tell you a little more about them. You see what I say? DS Electronics. Yeah, man, I'm full of vibes, man. I already on, man. See? Buenas noches, a King's man. Buenas noches. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Mason Green. Where you want them the US defender for this Mason Green? We can walk and pick up buckle. They might walk and pick up buckle, you know. Like my people. Up and running, man, up and gunning. Okay, so let me get to the first set of reports. Very good training session held in Mexico today. Everybody fit. You know, everybody know where that comes from, you know. But I'm not give out no more information. Now help out the opposition here, but everybody fit people. good training session today. Um, big up the boys who are in Mexico. Although we have talked about the boys that are here, big up the boys who are in Mexico. Um, 24 hours to go, people. 24 hours to go. Um, no, I didn't watch Khadija Bonner Shaw. You know, I'm trying to get into the female football. I'm trying to get into it. You understand? Simon Preston, big up yourself. Partner in crime. Reggae Boyz commentary. Even though if you take a road trip and go to the airport today, you know, show up. You understand? The people in front of course this one beach coming in have a endorsement from the big ball of them. So tomorrow, road trip, 4:30, you know what I say? And everybody big up. Kemar Roofe Fernando, I don't think you finish your sentence, brother. Say Panama dead. You cannot just leave it like that, brother. It's full sentence. I don't want to type in a bad English. Panama dead like anti-foul. Like anti-foul. Please and thanks. Retype it properly and post it. And that me I say, I agree and sour up juice. Ray Baba in our building. What you mean? Jamal Lowe, Kevin Stewart, and Amari Bell should be on the flight tomorrow. 1122, the Queen and them are coming. Can't be the whole of them, so, you know, then the next thing they go quarantine the flight or something. So I bring them in secretly. You understand? Jason Andrew, evening. Yeah, man, bless up yourself. You understand? So everything is everything. We'll deal with the comments first and then we'll start get down to business and look on the side. So I wait to see the likes them run up. I know we've been doing the research, we've been doing these things. I don't know exactly what we have purchased. Right? But I'm gonna buy one AC, you know. We can't turn on the big fan. I can't manage the fan breeze. Whew. You understand? Brother, you know it's a cataract that talk foolish. Ian Campbell, one of them and them working behind the scenes, you know what I say? Big up yourself. Yeah, and we have to work on the protocol people, you know. They have to go meet the ball and put them in a VIP thing and get them thing there. So we need to get it a little crisper. You understand? Because these are ambassadors for the country. Can't wait in a line in a custom. They need to come and use a protocol lounge. That's how it used to be, that's how it needs to go. Crystal Images, big up yourself, big up everybody in Orlando. Understand? Rick and the whole Orlando family will show love. Big up the whole of the eye themselves. You understand? The whole Orlando. Reggae Boy fans. Yeah. Westland. Yeah, man. Any link you give me no, man. Madness, man. But I don't really have no Manchester link, you know. I'm not a Manchester boy, but we can reach to them still. Give me a link, man. Anything where link, anything. Give me a girl link, anybody. You see what I say? These are not dangerous strikers. These are wanted men. 2 wanted men enter the Jamaican airspace today. Gareth Southgate want Michail and Tuna like how dry peas want water. You understand? I just want Michail and Tuna score a hat trick on Sunday. And then Mason Green would declare for Jamaica. And see if Gareth Southgate end up in a hospital with cardiac arrest. Tap watch your ball. The ball I think home, but you have go watch your ball. Top striker. Let me see what go on in IT. Let me check out the likes. People full up on the cup, you know. This is a Wednesday night. It's a different reasoning. Not a regular night. You understand? It's not a regular night. So 253. Let me see how the like them go. people. I put in my like. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. Please, we don't do that. It's a garrison. You cannot come in our yard and don't knock on the gate. There should be gate open and walk in. That don't work. That don't work, people. Hit the like button. Kick up the like button. Deal with the like button like a like button at Joe Grind. Count up the like button. We get to 200 likes to start off a real thing them. Delve into the real thing them and the ball of them we get. We go and work on the thing and show them what's up. So people, we have gotten, and kudos to the Jamaica Football Federation, 3 footballers landed today. 4:03 Jamaica time. Right, 4:03 Jamaica time. And as at about 4:30 or 5, it was confirmed that Kemar Roofe, Michail Antonio on the soil, accompanied by the Rastaman, Madras. Their name is Madras. Daniel Chance, Madras. Kemar Roofe. And I'm officially naming Kemar Roofe Fireman. You know, Cape Town, the Fireman. Yeah, man. Burn down something. Burn down Rome. And Michail Antonio. Well, I don't get a name for Antonio because some man say the pitbull can come for nyam boy food, bite people. I don't know. But people tell, come give me some name of the baller. Name up a baller. Name the baller. Them. Give them, what name should we give to Michail Antonio and Kemar Roofe? Name the thing. DJ Rasta now work, brother. Madras. Get mad in a Miglite Park. Name up the thing. People may want to do not come on my life in my place and just start type up on the thing and the settings. Hit the like button. Please box down your like button. Yeah, man, like them road picnic. Yeah, good. Okay. Now, man, cardboard, man. No, man, no. It's just a moment of madness. And don't dance it no more, man. Yeah, Michail? Do not dance it no more, man. Not even if it's yourself. You should not have a cardboard woman. That they I tell you. The Terminator. I show you know. I'll be back. Yeah, man. The assassin. Let me see your assassin. Ceiling. Shakaberry, easy, you know. Anti-foul or Miss Jaisi foul. Look like Ray Baba. You're Rasta man and Ray Baba. You love the foul thing. Look like you have 2 chicken we get the ital stew. Terminator, Lancelot Frick. What do you mean? Crazy Yardy TV comedy foolishness. Anthony Grant 4th-tier baller. Did I not warn you? Look here, the next person will come with foolishness, I'm telling you something, you know. They have a mind, you know. Okay, don't come here with the foolishness. 4th-tier baller. I never know see a league baller play right now. I think an international baller. From a foolishness. But let me tell you about the 4th tier and Swindon Town. Since you did not know. One of Anthony Grant's teammates played for Wales in the European World Cup qualifiers. Right? Called up. And the young attacker was called to the England under-20 squad. That's 3 players from the starting 11 called. So move and quit with your negativity. Feel like. What do you mean? I don't want nobody coming here and chat no foolishness about no man from my side. That me I tell you now. Life with brains, big up yourself, brother. People like up a video one. Bulldozer, D90. D90. Wow. One of them D90 there. Yeah, work, you know. But the only thing though, about the bulldozer, him fast. Michail Antonio fast. Antonio the beast. Why? Because Johan Blake are retired now, so because Johan was the beast. That can't work too. Dark Knight. People and name it thing. Next is, yeah man, next is Mick. If we not top two, we get Mason Greenwood, man. Well, machine, man. Man, the man in my Maxfield, I was sitting this about that. No, we can't go machine, man, settings. The whole I rat back them from down at Kingston 13. You see myself. Sanyan Bowen from Jamaica. I hope grand score tomorrow against Mexico. I hope so too. And I hope Boza scores a hat-trick. Boza, give me a hat-trick, brother. Give me a hat-trick, Boza. I know Chalwar alone want a hat-trick. Me and somebody pick it up. I want a hat-trick. I want a hat-trick. My bad mind, I want a hat-trick. Give me no. You don't have to score. You don't have to score any more goals for Jamaica. Just give me the hat-trick in that Mexico match. I'm a rate you. Me top talk. You understand? Voila. Hey. Well, and people, El Padrino. El Padrino, identify yourself. Where are you from, mate? But they say the warlord. The warlord. People, what think about warlord? You think about warlord? They tell you I think already now. Pitbull. Right now, Pitbull a lead, warlord drop in, Dark Knight a come in. Too long. I don't remember Dark Knight to be joke. K9. K9. So, yeah, man, they have over 100 strikers who are eligible to play for Jamaica and England. So we can only pick two. And we're getting right now, we're getting the best. I think we have gotten the best two. That is the real talk. The real deal is that we have gotten the best two strikers. Sicario. One of them Spanish man, they get Gigi. It's Sicario. Yeah, man. But if Jamaica wins tomorrow, a lot of people will have to shut the hell up. Right? But a 0-0 draw, I think, would be a good result for Jamaica. A win would be great. That's my view. 200 likes, man. Elbow cough. Okay. He hit me on the Sicario. Warren Webster said Sicario. Warren. It is Warren AC Milan. Milanista. El Padrino. London. Okay. My people then say, think you want a Sicario them, You understand? Devante Lawson, big up yourself. Juggernaut. Jairus. Jairus. When we then I stayed them under 5 or 6 gallon of white rum in that between the crew. Oh, we ever remember Juggernaut there? Rolling car. No, sir. One man, the dangerous man. Score prediction 0-0. I believe we have a solid defense. Mariappa and Damon have played together a number of times. So 0-0 is the result I'm looking for. King Michail. Yeah, King. But you don't have Lord Ravel, Yankee Graham say automatic machine. Jamaican hitman. Oh, dog. Mr. Cross, the Mexican, them are afraid of Grant tomorrow. Okay? All I ask him to do is give his 100%. Leave everything on the pitch. He played like at the last game he have played in your career. Right? And big up to those who have left it on the pitch. Big up Nyron, Noseworthy. Anywhere you stand up, anywhere you lay down and sleep tonight, big up yourself. The Ultras, we will never, ever forget the sacrifice you made for this team. Nyron, Noseworthy. Yeah, man. Watford. Hail the man. You understand? Yeah, man. I'm Litton. I hope it opens the floodgates, but I want something through the floodgates. I want Mason Greenwood first through the floodgates. That's what I want first. Cybertooth, Sabertooth, crocodile teeth. I like that one there. Crocodile teeth. Boom, boom, boom. What a grant name? Chavanier Jennings. Grant done I'm in here already, man. Man, I'm judge, man. You know, change for the judge. Judge come to judge both the living and the dead. Big up Speedy Williams, Devon Speedy Williams. I think the most improved reggae boy. Um, you know, and Shamar and Corey Burke finding the shooting boots. Let's get the back of the net. You understand? Jaros, I say Frankenstein. Jaros, I love that long word, that's a brother. So if you name Frankenstein and Shamar name Boza, easy I think Boza. Nobody can forget it. Hey, in one day, only little pick them, I'm gonna spell it. Frankenstein. I'll have to check that up, Fabian Full. I'll have to check up that. Nyron and Pinnock are cousins. I don't know. I'll have to check that up. I don't know. Ivan Tony would be a good addition. Good backup. Let's not forget we have Andre Gray who was working on a transfer. Um, Crocodile Teeth. Yeah, man, I like it. Real baller. Big up a team Cataract. I like that. Top 10 say yes, they are cousins. But big up Naira knows where the man. That sacrifice, we'll never forget that. You understand? You put your career, you gave a career for the Reggae Boyz. And remember that in Mexico, you stood tall. Jermaine Taylor, Adrian Mariappa, um, Albus Powell was playing right back. Demar Phillips was playing left back, if I remember correctly. Marvin Elliott, CDM, Joby McAnuff, Ryan Johnson, Jermaine Teddy Johnson, still playing ball there at Tivoli. Jermaine, if you need to work on your coach's license, and you my brother, because you need to transition. Grizzly, oh man. Mhm. Oh Lord. Kemar Roofe Fernando, I love that one. Everything get when him rich. Yeah. That I think. So people go and roll up the likes them. But me but me but me put on everything. Cause I'm going to go in depth. I'm going to go in depth. No, I'm not scoring a penalty. I go in depth. You understand? I'm sure it's a cataract thing with a normal. You understand? We not normal when it comes to this thing. Penalty, passes, assists, chances created. Um, let's see what I go on. No, I will take that, but I'm just say, we'll just take everything. People may I give you another thing, them, you know. So I want everybody to know who doesn't know. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is not a regular night. Um, you know, this is not a regular night. This is a night to rejoice. Michail Antonio and Kemar Roofe are finally on Jamaican soil, right? Finally on Jamaican soil, right? And Daniel Johnson um, joins them. So big up the man then. Coach, listening, I'm going to share a screen with you. Um, I'm trying to share a screen. Um, Let's see if I can share. Hold on, let me see if I can share something, coach. People are just trying to get to this stage to share the statistics with you. Let me see if I can do it on this one here. Okay. Don't forget, coach, if you get anything, please bring it up on the screen. Let us have some real talk now. No, right now, big up Wesley R. You know, say with our ball like that. Big up Anthony Grant. Big up the whole defensive midfield over there, Anthony Grant, Speedy Williams, Tyreek McGee, Peter Lee Vassell, Lamar Walker. The whole of them on them inside of the place, you know. Ricardo Morris, Mr. King, the new looking, big up on yourself. So coach, bring up that shared screen, let us have some serious talk. Which next big player you think will come on board? Shedrack asked. Damari Gray. That is who I'm expecting next. So let me break that, keep giving us some good news. Damari Gray, Birmingham born. So you know when I talk about Birmingham, I know what I talk about. I expect Damari Gray to the next. Baller. Understand? Like up the video. See, Anthony Grant doesn't play in a position that he get praise for. That's dirty work. People don't like to look at the dirty work. So they're there for praise. And I believe that they will be looking. So the two players that I expect to come next are Damari Gray and Dejan Anderson from Lazio, right back. Those are the two. You understand? So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So people, let us look at what we have purchased today. No, don't put me in the same thing with Jay Taylor. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. Please keep this one clean. I don't know if Jay. I told you what I know. So I didn't say Kyle Walker Peters. So that's not who I'm expecting next. I'm expecting Dejan Anderson and Damari Gray. Those are the two who I'm expecting next. Leighton, Simon Preston, Reggae Boyz commentary, did a thing and he said he wasn't, not at this moment. He wanted to cement himself at his new club. Understandable. I don't really have a problem. But I also don't understand them man they say they have to cement themselves at club. The league is paused when the international games are happening. So Ivan Tonya, you start that foolishness there, you know. We don't call it when the league are play, brother. We call it when during the international break. So I don't want more man tell me about when the league this and the league that. I don't want to hear it. DJ, no, I don't expect Mason Greenwood to be the next person. Right? Flex Supreme, when they hear me make a talk, listen to that talk, they're good. Right? The genre listen loaned out. I don't really watch the Italian league, so people would have to tell me that right now. You understand? But that means he'll be getting first team football, which is good. There's also Alan Origini from Grasshoppers in Switzerland, who is a right back, who is on the bubble. But I'm telling you who I know are far advanced. They, I don't want to speak out of turn. Documents are being gathered. Yeah, documents are being gathered. Yeah. So, but let's give the youth a break. You know, not Friday. In all right. So, people, what are we getting? And I want to look at this season and last season. The Opta Performance Index. I hope you can see. Or if you can't, I'll read it for you. Is 88 for both footballers. 88 out of 100. Opta Performance Index. 88 out of 100. That is two top draw strikers. You understand? For this season, they've both played 3 games. Michail Antonio has played 268 minutes and Kemar Roofe has played 100 minutes. Michail has started 3 out of 3 games and Kemar Roofe has started 1. He's come on as a substitute twice and he was substituted once. Michail Antonio played 190 minutes and was substituted off twice. Number of touches, 128 touches for Michail Antonio, 32 touches for Kemar Roofe. Remember, he only played 1 game. Michail Antonio recovered the ball 11 times, Kemar Roofe 3 times. Michail Antonio lost possession 47 times. Kemar Roofe lost the ball 7 times out of 32 touches and 47 out of 128. Offside, they are both very disciplined. Kemar Roofe only 1 offside and Michail Antonio only 2 times caught offside. Michail Antonio scored 4 goals and none of the goals were penalties. Kemar Roofe scored 1 goal and it was not a penalty. Right? Both strikers have scored all their goals from inside of the box. Kemar Roofe 1 and Michail Antonio 4. So no free kicks, no headed goals. Michail Antonio 3 right-footed goals, 1 left-footed goal, and the goal that Kemar Roofe scored is a right-footed goal. Well, here's the big thing, people. We are looking at a conversion rate of 40% for Michail Antonio and 50%. So Kemar Roofe's 1 goal, he has only had 2 shots on goal, and 1 of the 2 shots scored. Michail Antonio has had 10 shots on goal. Right? Now, look at this now. In terms of shot accuracy, Michail Antonio 70% shot accuracy. That means 7 of the 10 shots hit the target. Kemar Roofe 50% shot accuracy. 1 on target, 1 off target. He's had 6 shots blocked. Meaning the defenders have blocked 6 of Michail's 10 shots, which means that the other 4 went in on goal. You understand? He has taken 1 penalty in the 4 goals, right? He has hit the woodwork 1 time. That's Michail Antonio. And Michail Antonio has had 3 assists to go along with his 4 goals. And he has created 7 chances. People, I'm going to look on something. People, when I hear that, let me see in the comment section. 70% shot accuracy. 4 goals, 3 assists. Them man, they are burn up road. Coach, take off them something off ice cream about love banana tree, coach. Coach, but then I hear that comment to the coach. I beg you, please. Please. Javon Anderson, as I understand, has been loaned out. Right? So he'll be getting game time. He's young, you know what I mean? But a 70%, People will stop. 7 out of 10 shots hit the target. My God. Somebody going to dead. 7 out of 10? Come on. 73 passes attempted, 45 completed at a 61% accuracy. Kemar Roofe, 20 passes attempted, 15 completed at a 75% accuracy. So you see, Kemar Roofe is a good target man because he's connecting with his fellow strikers and attackers 75% accuracy. Ignore some of these things because they don't really apply. Long pass accuracy, 100%. One long pass attempted, that's not really going to happen. Because you're playing up front. So I don't think you're passing the ball to Rosehead. Crosses attempted. Michail attempted 7 crosses. He had 2 successful crosses on corners. He had 5. His crossing accuracy is 29%. Kemar Roofe's crossing accuracy is 50%. He's had 1 cross from open play, and Michail Antonio's had 2 crosses from open play. Neither of them have taken any corners. Neither footballer has attempted any through balls because you know that they play up top. So they both play in the main striker position. Here's where it gets interesting now. Michail Antonio has had 6 successful layoffs. Kemar Roofe 1. So being a target man, 6 successful layoffs, that means you hold up the ball and you lay it off to your partner as opposed to a simple pass. He completed 41 passes in the opposition half and 6 in his own half. 12 passes completed for Kemar Roofe in the opposition half and 4 in his own half. And let me tell you, that's very good to see because they means that they are not afraid to drop back and collect the passes. They made 18 forward passes. Kemar made 2 4-back passes. Obviously, he'll be passing back to the midfielders. Balance with Kemar Roofe. 7 right side passes, 7 left side passes. So he's equally competent in picking up the left winger or picking up the right winger. Completed 15 short passes, and that was 15 out of 20. He had 5 unsuccessful. Michail Antonio had 21 right-sided passes and 14 left-sided passes. It's excellent. Now here's where the problem really reach. People that follow me, I say, I don't want a man in a rum talk. Big up Eagle Republic. Big up Eagle Republic. Big up Eagle Republic. I wonder what I'm here. The diplomatic passport, I think we can run the idea, but there's going to be some problems with it. I just think we should leave the matter alone. Ravel can't play in the United States. Just, we could just leave it at that. Right? Please. Because I think it's going to open a whole can of worms to the public. Right? A whole can of worms. Understand. Well, Javian Brown, I think we get a chance to Consia Calcio in Italy. Okay. Right? So let me go again, coach. I want people I want to get your attention now. Listen. Michail Antonio has contested 35 duels. 35 duels in 3 years. Kemar Roofe played a lot less minutes, has contested 7 duels. Michail Antonio has made 2 successful tackles. He conceded 1 foul from a tackle. He has completed 6 take-ons at an 86% accuracy in terms of success of take-ons, which means when he took on the defender, 85% of people, you don't not pay attention to my class. You don't not pay attention in my basic school, you know. Because when there is a talk something, we not talk about right back right now, we are talk about two big striker and Ian Campbell and the other little guy around there, so it's not paying attention. They are the back I talk about right back. We are talking about big striker with 86%. Fresh God. Any man we start talking about anything but striker, you're the prefect. You're like coming like popcorn. You're the prefect. Just discipline them. People don't pay attention, and that's why sometimes I think they miss you, you know. Right? 85% take, and that means 9 times out of 10 that Michail Antonio faces a striker, he runs and gets past that striker. People thinks, pay attention. Big up Father Empek. Pay attention, people thinks. No talking about Sarah B and Javon Anderson. My class today is about a brilliant striker, the next national hero of Jamaica after Usain Bolt and Bob Marley. Government need to make them two man and Mama Shelley get them a national hero. When he goes and runs at a defender, takes him on, 85% of the time he's beating that defender. Big up my friend Anthony Black. This is not League 2, League 1 or Championship. These are Premiership defenders. That means man like. I wouldn't get beaten so far. People follow West Ham, not tell me who play so far. But that means that man like John Stones level. Rudiger, Ben White. Ben White got a shellacking. And Ben White is a good player. Though. I don't want to clown Ben White because Ben White spent a year at least on loan as an excellent defender. You know, but he got a shellacking. You understand? Your business about striker, your bread butter. Pay attention to my class Flex Supreme. Okay. Don't want anything. You're in a basic school right now. Leicester, that would mean Shinonchu, the Turkish international. I don't think Fofana or whatever his name was fit. But Leicester have good defenders. You understand? So we'll keep going, people. May I have to stop on that one day. You can see the 3 fouls. That means out of the 35 duels, only 3 fouls. Right? Aerial duels contested. Michail Antonio contested 17 aerial duels with a 53% success rate. Kemar Roofe 4 duels with a 50% success rate. So both men are good in the air. They win 50% of the time they jump for that ball. Right? And in terms of ground duels, again, both impressive. 18 ground duels contested by Michail Antonio, 3 ground duels by Kemar Roofe. But people remember he only started 1 game. But both have over 60% success in ground duels. 61% for Michail Antonio and 67% for Kemar Roofe. So people are top shelf for your shop. This I don't know wing corners and red label striker them. This is Hennessy and Moet. Hennessy and Moet. You understand? Yeah. As a matter of fact, this look more like Essa Spades. Because regular people are buying Moet. I don't know Moscato striker them there. Essa Spades and Hennessy. Yeah. Top shelf. That's the thing there. You understand? People, I hope you love the reason there, you know, because I tell you, it's shot big. You understand? And that's Alex Ajainri. Alex, welcome Alex to the program. I don't know if it's a day night comment, you know, because I tell you, there shall be no doubt, no negative against the side else me buy it. People right now me I try catch a fisherman and anybody know a fisherman we have a boat ready to go to Mexico, you know. Me drive go a Portland and anybody who know a fisherman. Wesley, big up on yourself. You understand? You know, say yeah, key, you know, Ricky Dunks, Brown Man Security, Paris, them man they key for the thing, you know. Photos of Jamaica, them man they key for Team Cataract, you know. But me talk a wholly. Alex, take it away. Alex, don't deviate off of Highway 2000. A strictly positive vibe. You know? All right.
No.
Big up yourself, youth. Come in.
So it's a happy time that we're in right now. Definitely, I definitely can feel happy about this. I think it's Michail Antonio person coming in. They open floodgate for a lot of players to come in. Um, and even Ethan Pinnock too. He can open floodgate for either Rico Henry and Ivan Tony.
Alex, Alex, why the flood? People, Alex, no flood, no flood. The people ever flood in a Clarendon. The people don't want about flood. But he opened the gate. He opened the gate. But you don't say me have a ramp with you. No more Alex out of St. Thomas, your place flood bad enough. Then I want more flood gate. Why the flood? But you are right. It's going to open the gate.
Mhm. It's gonna open the gate, and I think I heard people saying a bit more tactics, and he don't have good tactics. But are these quality players gonna make up for his tactics? Though I think these players gonna come together and make up for his tactics, and I think you will see better football playing on the pitch, like on you see. Call in a minute. You hear me, Cataract? Now you hear me? Now you're not at all, you know. Let me come off and come on back.
No, we're hearing you, you know.
All right. Now you know. As I was saying, because I was getting called, somebody keep on calling my phone. As I was saying though, like the team though overall, like I really can see the team performing good, and hopefully by October the ban can lift for the UK players to play more game in the World Cup qualifiers, and hopefully Premier League will be less more restricted for the players. But overall, the Qatar is a happy time. I hope that we can find good addition for the fullback. We still have problem for the fullback position, and I hope we can find that so he can help us push her forward. As you said though, we have a good defense line. I think that we have one of the best defense in the CONCACAF region. I think that the foul line I got talk for itself, and goals win game. So yeah, I really love what's going on. I'm happy. I can tell you that right, that I love what really I go on. And big up to Paul too. He really done a good job reaching out to these UK based players and talking to them and bringing a connection with them and top with more. I think that's a good thing. I feel shout out to JFF when they do the right thing by going for Paul and bringing an assistant for Whitmore. I think that helps a lot. So yeah, I really really love what I go on.
Timo, you're muted.
Big up, big up. On.
Boy, the internet are deal with you weird, brother.
Nice, nice. You hear me now?
You go on through Soji.
Wagwan. Yo, I say, yo, I'm really happy. First of all, just want to say, give thanks to the Most High, you know? Because without him, none of this wouldn't be possible. Until the last.
Emperor Selassie. Sure. Rastafari. Ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. Jehovah, Jesus, Allah,
Night
anybody
for
who no
coming in
praise.
and pray, because I don't know the
Send Jesus.
situation. And I'm so elated that him land safe, you know? Happy times, man. Happy times in Jamaican football.
Anything else you want to say
Okay.
before we bring in the shower curtain, boss? Alex, man, I'm gonna bring in the shower curtain, boss.
Okay, no problem.
And then
One thing,
Alex straight out.
one thing I want to say is Leon Bailey really coming or not? That's
We,
the
we
question.
don't know. We don't know. Um, we understand Jay Taylor that Amari Bell, Jamal Lowe, and Kevin Stewart should be on a flight tomorrow. That's what we understand. But we have not had sources corroborating that. But there is another batch of players to come. Our curtain boss, welcome to the evening proceedings, sir.
Yeah, man. There as usual, man. Big up yourself, and Alex.
Big up, Cybertrucks. Big up.
Anyway, next man name. Mr. CG. You know the code already. When I have a 700. But it's a good look, it's a good look. I swear it's a good look, you know. Team kinda finally look like it's a team, you know. Yeah. Finally look like we can go places, you know. But say though cataract though, one thing though. Say when when West Ham are play, say them feed Antonio with ball though, you know that.
Yeah, man, and we have feed him too. We have
Yeah,
feed him too, brother.
so I just say that for say something though. I just say that for say something though.
Bobby Reed and the
Yeah,
chef and the waiter and Daniel Johnson and the
Ravel.
executive chef and
Yeah,
Ravel Morrison. Yeah,
yeah,
we have
yeah,
feed him.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. We
All
have
right,
feed him.
cool.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
man.
boss.
But
Keep
it's a good
talking,
look.
man. No, man, give you the whole comment, man. The short talk.
Yeah,
You know.
man.
Would say no on the rum talk.
Oh, if no one the rum talk.
The whites. Give me the white stuff.
Yeah, man, the team look good, man. You know, say earlier on, I listened to the program, and say, but you know, say we have a full English based team though. If you really check it, 'cause if you really check it, you have a Dylan Barnes in a goal, right? You have a Amari Bell on the left, Ethan Pinnock and Liam Moore and Wes Harding. In the middle, they say you have
Hold on there, 1 second. Let me adjust up. Real baller. No, I don't want to bring in politics to this. Real baller. Me feel
yeah.
so the man have talk about the shower curtain boss. Yeah, it might be shower pass. Yeah, I know the other shower passes. So don't get extreme. Please. Go in, bossy.
Yeah, man. In the midfield, so now you have Stuart, Daniel, and Ravel. On the right, you have say Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reed on the left, and Michail and Tony are roof up there. So you know, full English squad and you have a Jamaican, you have a full Jamaican squad. So it's good to see the squad look so big what we can have, you know. We can have at least two teams, you know, where we can say, you know, a team and a B team where we can say, boy, yeah, you know, compared to before. So it's a good look. It's a real good look to see
Um,
the man is dying.
I don't think that Dylan Barnes would start over
No,
Andre.
no man, me I say the English base. No man, me I say English based team, but just I say a English team, but just a little English team with English base Jamaicans them.
Sorry, hold on. There's no training. All clubs are closed. He was presented to the club, but there's no training happening at no club right now. None of them something they're going. You understand? None of them something they're going. He's not training at Bournemouth today. Trust me. He was unveiled, you know, them kick around and whatever, but there's no, you cannot have any footballing activities in an international break. It's a break. Maybe League Two or League Two is going to be running because it's the real lower leagues, like in non-league football. But the top league, Premier League, Championship, no, it's not against the rules, right? So I want to address that. But I think what he was saying is that Dylan Barnes will be there, but I don't think he fly a baller in from England and do it. So I expect Dylan Barnes maybe to come on If we're leading against Costa Rica, for example, 2-3-0, I expect it to probably change Blake and thing. I know Devon disagrees with me, but I think it's difficult to ask a player, even a goalkeeper, to play 3 games in 7 days. That's very, very difficult. But not only 3 games in 7 days, Devon. 3 games in 7 days plus to fly, right? So it's not like a day, not like when we were in Orlando now. And we did have 3 games in 7 days, right? But, or it was 10 days, but you were in the same venue, it's just bus here, take coach here, take go to the training go. But to fly there, fly back, check in, go to airport, sit down in an uncomfortable airline, I don't think it'd be wicked if not needed. You understand? So Tito Williams, I agree with you. You understand? Yeah, man. Alex, you had wanted to say something, and then Coach
Yeah,
Devon.
yeah. Big up Devon Porter. Him have a big part of all I doing the all of this, all the players and coming. Want everybody in the comments give him a round of applause for doing his wonderful work for Jamaica and for us as a people seeing all these players coming in. You know, at this time we just want to say Devon, thank you for all of this way you do. And when we have a big instrumental of making some of these players come to Jamaica, especially Kevin Stewart, and you contact most of these players. So yeah, big up to you, Devon. That's all I ever say. To the floor, Devon. I hear time for talk.
Yes, Devon, come straight in. We don't even need to say a word. We don't say 40.
Yeah, man. Thanks much, everybody. Just to touch on the players, I think this might be the best set of talent ever assembled on Jamaican soil. I mean, when you look at the likes of Ravel, Michail, Kemar, no disrespect to the '98 team and the others that played before, and Rene Simons, Clovis de Oliveira. You know, these were all talented players. Individually, I mean, when you look at a Walter Boyd in '98 and a Nandelo, can you imagine if you have a Walter or a Nandelo at this time with the complement of these players? How powerful this Jamaican team would look. But having them is one, getting them to play as a unit is another thing. Yes, they are professional, but at the same time, we have to make sure they have chemistry between them. It's gonna play a big part of getting this team to go forward. Um, I think the JFF, I must commend the JFF for what they have done because even with people like myself and Cataract and Simon making references for these players, if the JFF did not take the time to look at these players, maybe this all wouldn't happen. But we should commend them for the great work they have done. I mean, it's live and direct when you see Michail Antonio touchdown today. It gives me, I don't know about anybody else, goosebump to see the likes of Kemar and Michail and Daniel assembling with the others that came before. It tells us how powerful Jamaica can be. And it won't stop here. As long as football continue playing and the JFF is willing to do the necessary things, myself and Simon and others, Cataract will continue to do what we do to make sure that we have the best national team all the time. Cataract, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man, respect, coach, there, man. Much of this is ungrateful work, you know. People say all kind of thing about it, but
Yeah.
they know how much work we are doing
You know,
behind it.
somebody if you clarify something like that, I come like some people in the comment section.
Don't get it, sir. Don't get it, sir. Don't get it, sir.
No,
People, he was trying to.
no, me say,
Hold on, I'm a moderate. Don't go there, sir.
all right,
Now,
cool.
the man never said people are thinking of misunderstood what he was saying. He's saying that we have a significant amount of English players, that we could have a whole team of English-born Jamaicans. English-born Jamaican, because every man is Jamaican. But even the time when I'm saying to you that there will always be Jamaican-born players who excel to the level and show out them. So we never need to go in a reasoning there, because the fact is the coach is going to
Yeah, because the man I misunderstand what me I say, you know. But I'm glad you get what me I said, though.
No, let me get to what I said. But I said the coach has done a balancing act. The coach has picked, satisfied those of us who are saying the best available by picking a significant number of English-born Jamaicans. He has satisfied those people like Manning's man, who are the John the Baptist for the Jamaica Premier League, and Ballaker, those guys. You have had Ricardo Morris, you have King in the side, and so he has satisfied that. He has satisfied those who wanted to see some of the young generation be given a chance and brought in around the fringe of the team. Norman Campbell, Tyreek McGee, Peter Lee Vassell, and Lamar Walker, etc. And people who scored me low in the debate, I hope to see you in the comment section apologizing to the pastor when I had Peter Lee Vassell in my 23-man squad. Now, you see, that's the thing about these people who run it like a crowd, you know. Mr. Cronky. Boss. Cataract was right. Peter Lee Vassell, welcome. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. And tackle. No laziness. No lazy body. No lazy body. Okay. Not because you have Anthony Grant behind you, you know, so you have to clean up the thing there. Create the passes. Create the forward. Run. Lamar Walker. Yeah, get to the strength.
Even Richard King took Cataract. If you really look at it.
I said Richard King. No, I said he balanced with Richard King and
because I think being somebody that's very close to the Jamaica Premier League, being a commentator for the Jamaica Premier League, I think persons don't really see the value of Richard King as a defender. He's a very good defender, actually one of the best in the league, in the Jamaica Premier League, bar none. And I say that without any apology. As young as he is, there are two young defenders that I actually really admire in the local league. I wish they would go overseas, and that is Ajani Talbot and Richard King. I think also Ajani Talbot is very good in terms of defending, but the youthfulness, as you mentioned, Cataract, is very important, because now you want to start develop, which has always been the mainstay of German football. We always saw that there were persons that are coming through the ranks, even when you saw a lot of players. You saw them coming through the ranks as youngsters, and it culminated, of course, in recent times to them winning the World Cup in 2014. So I think development of the youth is very important. Development of the youth is very, very important because look at even France. There was some development of Kylian Mbappe. Of course, coming up was Paul as well.
Please, sir, I have to stop you. Tonight is Jamaica only. I hard no want to hear about France. I hard no want to hear about Germany.
Now I'm just using them as
I hard no
examples.
want no
I'm
example.
using them as examples.
I had deaf. I had duds. If it's hard no Jamaica, we are no hearing tonight. Okay?
So
But
I'm just
I want to
saying.
challenge you about something.
Mhm.
And this is me breaking my own rule. I welcome Richard King into the side. I
Yeah.
welcome Ricardo Morris
Mhm.
as two local based players. And
Yeah.
I think Theodore struck the chord, the right chord. But I will go on record and saying I think Andrew Vanzi
Yes. Vance is a very good midfielder.
and defender. He's
Yes.
a utility player.
But he has played, he's very versatile as a player because he
Right.
can switch from defense to midfield.
Right. And I thought that would have been my pick in a 30-man squad. But I respect the coach and the coach decision alone. I keep saying this to people. I don't have the first dollar towards in light bill in gas money if he lose the work. Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
anything he want to do, it is his prerogative because I feel job on the line. So the coach, we have to take with knee off of the coach neck and allow the coach to breathe and allow the coach to flex his muscle,
Yeah.
demonstrate to us the UEFA Pro license and tactically match the Mexican coach.
We'll see what happens when it comes to that because I think we need to I think what we should do in terms of criticism is after these World Cup qualifiers. I think that was when I think that's when the proper criticism should take place because now you have a good set of players. You know, you have Michail Antonio who is on immaculate form for West Ham United. When you look at Andre Gray, who was a very good servant for Watford now on loan at QPR, Kemar Roofe, who was on that dominant Rangers team that was coached by, of course, Steven Gerrard, the Liverpool midfielder. That was very, very good last year. Didn't lose a game last year. And the man that was leading the front line, the man that was playing striker was Kemar Roofe. So with all of these players, Leon Bailey, you know, we get Grant and all of those players that we really would have wanted to see. Most of them are in the setup. Now that you've had the players, what are you going to do now to get maximum points to go to a second World Cup for Jamaica? I mean,
Let's me ask a question. Andrew Vanzi, is that there?
no, Vanzi is at Humberland.
Humberland.
He's the only light and shine in our mind that Humberland team. I can tell you that
He's
from
also
watching them.
a dead ball specialist.
He is. He
Dead
is.
ball specialist. And I worry. I know I just banned you from talking about other countries, so I'm going to break my own rules. For me, James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That kind of utility player, but he has a dead ball. I want to see him in the program. But
Yeah.
I'm working with the 35 that Mr. Whitmore has, and I'm 1000% support. I say, anybody know a fisherman or them man we have them boat there? Yeah. I go to Mexico, plays on tax.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty sad to know that they can't play all the qualifiers. A lot of these English-based players that cannot play all the qualifiers because trust me, if we could, we would want to get them. But as we know, Costa Rica and Mexico are on the red list for the United Kingdom, and that would mean that coming back, the players would have to quarantine for 10 days. And quarantining for 10 days is not conducive for the clubs that they play for. When you look at these players coming in, Watford that just went to the Premier League, even though Gray is on loan to QPR. They would need all of Gray's attacking prowess in that QPR team. When you look at Michail Antonio, who, as I said, has been on immaculate form, he's been fantastic. I thank God that I have him in my fantasy Premier League because he has been giving me a lot of points for the past 3 weeks. But he's been on immaculate form. Somebody like that, I know that David Moyes would not want him to miss 2 to 3 games for him. So it's very disappointing to see that these English-based players will not be able to play for all of the World Cup qualifiers, but I'm sure they would add a very big value to that match against Panama that will be playing in Jamaica. So even though we can't get them for all of them, we'd want them to actually feel motivated and actually, feel good heading into that Panama match because motivation is very important. Worse, you're not having the fans there to cheer you on. So I think it's going to be very important that you use this game, you get as much as you need to out of this game. You have a pro license tapper. You need to show these these pro license tactics and get a positive out of this game at the Azteca. It's not going to be easy, because we not have a good record at the Azteca at all. But hopefully we can get a good result from that game.
But here's the thing, Devon, I went through the statistics on Michail Antonio. I just had a friend of mine WhatsApp me and um she asked me um who is this UK based footballer Michail? What position does he play? Is he good? Let us address that because there are still people in Jamaica who don't have the facts. I think because we are football aficionados, we assume that everybody knows what we know, right? So Michail Antonio is a forward, a striker, um, and the same is Kemar Roofe. And I went through some statistics. I won't go through them again, but I'm saying a man with an 85% take on success. People dead like anti-foul. But Devon, you want to share with us, because you're more of a scout, and you track players. Tell us what your eye, your scouting tells you about Michail Antonio and what it tells you about Kemar Roofe. And I will share my knowledge of Roofe from the time he was at Leeds after.
Um, well, Kemar Roofe is more of a out and out striker. He's a goal poacher. He has an eye for goal. One on one battle, he can take on any player one on one. Very speedy, very crafty. Have deft touches. He drift off players like anything else. When you one thing I can tell you, he can score goals. He's probably gonna be our best goal scorer, out and out goal scorer. The difference between he and Michail Antonio is strength. Michail is this robust. He's like I would say a dump truck. So when you see a dump truck coming at you, those big powerful dump truck, you have to get out of the way. If you have a little car like a Toyota Starlet, you have to make sure you take the banking because this dump truck is gonna run you over and crush you. And that is what Michael bring. Anything that you put in the box, he will get it. If it means that he throw his body at anything, he will to get the ball in the back of the net. Clinical in front of goal. When I said clinical, just give him a half a chance and he makes it into a chance. And we have to utilize them as best as possible to get the best out of them. You can't You can't have a Michail Antonio and a Kemar Roofe partnering each other and you don't give them the ball. You have to find some ways and means to get the ball forward to them. If it means that the midfielder is gonna bypass everybody else and put the ball over the top for them to run on and break the defense, you have to give them the ball. You cannot allow them to be up top and not getting service. So in order for that, Tapa needs to look at his team and evaluate his team and look at the best midfield that he can put together to get the service into the big men. Because the big men will deliver, they will score goals.
You said something very interesting, Devon. And right now, all the reasoning, and then I'm going to call back the class together, and I'm going to look at the. But up on a break now, I'm going to go back again into some statistics from the last full season to look at what we are getting, the top shelf liquor. You understand? Um, I have to agree with everything you said. Um, but I think one thing how I look at it is in the Gold Cup, we bemoan the amount of chances Jamaica created
Mhm.
and the wastefulness of our strikers in terms of converting those chances. And so I would want to say that if we play the exact same way, I, I can't see us, if we create 21 chances against Costa Rica, I see Costa Rica getting 11-0 because Michail Antonio and Kemar Roofe are not going to throw away so many chances, right? Um, but we're not playing them. So I'm talking when they come to Jamaica, when that team comes to Jamaica, right? The other thing I want to say is that I've seen a lot of people are worried because um the ball are not playing this game, but there was no way that all the ballers were going to play all 3 games. So in at least one game, we were going to have to play a week inside. I think what this has done is that we would have wanted to have the full strength team against Mexico, the full strength team against Panama at the office, and then taking the weakened team or the weaker team to Costa Rica, who is an older aging squad. You agree with that reading of the tea leaves?
I listen.
Luton Fire, check in.
If you if you I'm a coach like this. If you have the players at your disposal, unless it's fatigue or injury, if they could have played all 3 games, I wouldn't select a weaker team. I would select at all time the best possible team to play all 3 games because it is critical if you can acquire maximum points from every game. But as it is right now, I think maximum point is excellent to get. To be realistic, 6 points. But as it is right now, I think I will settle for 4 points from 3 games. And the reason why I said that is in Central America, it is not easy to play in Central America. In the Azteca Stadium, teams like Argentina, I remember I saw Brazil, a Brazil team went there and the Mexican beat them 4. with Chacharita Hernandez and those players. So it's gonna be a daunting task inside the Azteca. I'm hoping for the best, but we all know that it's gonna be tough. Now, when you look at Panama, they are a bogey team.
Coach, I want to challenge you. Are you saying that if you were the national coach of Jamaica, you would have run Michail Antonio into the ground by starting him 3 games in 7 days?
No, I never said I would run him into the ground.
No, would you start it 3 games in 7 days if all things were equal and there was no red list?
Maybe not because I have adequate strikers. I have Bowser, I have Corey Burke, I have Kemar Roofe. It depends on what strategy I am employing, but we have to evaluate the player and see he know his body best. Nobody knows their body unlike the person. So you have to ask him, how do you feel?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think you can do it?
No, but you
I'm
have
pretty much, hold on, I'm pretty much sure he's not a kid. He's a full blown professional. And if he can't, he's going to say, Coach, I don't think I can do 3 games in 7 days.
all right. But here's where I disagree with you, and I take a boxing analogy, and then I want us to take a break and answer Luton Fire's question about what we think will be the starting 11 for Panama. Let me get a boxing analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your trainer has to throw in the towel because me now quit on my foot, even though me I get beaten. So sometimes the adrenaline in you, the fighter in you will say, yes, I want to play 3 games, 90 minutes, 200 and, what is it, 270 minutes, 90 and 90 or 160 or 270 minutes or two whatever minutes. But the coach has to know how to manage the team. So I disagree with you because that you ask the player. Also, the clubs, and this is their one of the reasons they were angry, is that normally a window international window has 2 games in 7 days. And what CONMEBOL and CONCACAF have done, and I think the African nations as well, is stick an extra game in to the window because of the shortened time. And it is their view. Let me tell you what their and this is now coming out of, as I say, the people that I know at Aston Villa. It is their view that the the World Cup being held in November, that the World Cup qualifying should have been postponed until and done in June, July, August, and played during the summer break from May to August. That's their view, and don't disrupt their season because of this extra third game. So I can't see a player playing 3 games in 7 days, and then even if it wasn't a red this country, he would have to go back and in 48 hours he would have to play a game for his or her club. That is wicked, never. Boy,
I know it's tough, but let me explain something to you. And I I would like CONCACAF or anybody to take this as a bad thing to say, but if we had the hex instead of the octagon, remember what happened is that we normally have the hex. So it would have been 2 games in every window to play in 6 months. But because they wanted to squeeze the country that I live in, not calling any name, I don't know if everybody know where I am. This is what
Oh,
caused the extra game. I mean, I am not saying that they're not supposed to be there, but if if it was going the right way, that the top six in CONCACAF, maybe they wouldn't have been there. So they tried to spin the Ouija board to see how they could best make it to get them in.
oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Let us answer Luton Fire. Pick up the DJ we're coming now. Luton Fire, the Fire Lion, and then I will bring
Welcome, Neil.
Hey,
it.
Keter, can I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah, but the
Now let,
background noisy. Go ahead. But
okay,
I
I'm just running
want
out.
you to answer the question for Luton Fire.
Hold
We
on,
have
man. I have
already
something for
played
showing.
it.
I have something to show you guys first, okay? So when
Okay.
you were lifting your glass earlier on, I was a little bit late, but I wanted to lift my glass. You can see it?
Oh, coach's desk.
Oh, the merch! For the merch! The merch!
The merch.
The
So
merch.
let me just pop it.
My brother. I hope it's a beverage with
Appleton special.
I hope that's okay, coach. Coach is doing.
And just in case you get it's turned into fall now here in the United States. So I have one for the nighttime and one for the daytime.
The merch reach.
Very lovely, very lovely.
So can I get
People
my cup of tea, right? Or my coffee, whichever one you like.
purchase the merch.
Purchase
Support.
the merch. All
Support.
right, man.
You understand? So Neil, we are asking and trying to put together the starting 11. What we think the starting level would be against Panama. You want to take a first shot at it?
You know what? Listen. I have to go get my headache pill for that one. Because I am just all I'm seeing now is stars, right? So I am not, I really am not prepared. I think maybe I have to go catch up. But I mean I think that we started out in the Gold Cup with the pairing between Moore and Lowe, right? I think we have Taxi and on the left. I think we have Alvas on the right. I was watching some previous games with Alvas when we were playing against Mexico, right? And I know that during the Gold Cup he seemed to have some fitness issues. But he's a pretty experienced player, still pretty young, still pretty speedy. You know, I don't know. For now, I want to see what he does in this upcoming Mexico game, right? Um, and then of course the judge is here, right? Mr. Grant. Listen, I'm wishing the man the best of luck. And it's not only luck for him, it's luck for us too. Because if he steps into that CDM role and does well, then that is something that we were in desperate need of, right? I think I sent a question here asking whether or not Roof could also play in the creative midfield position. So I don't know. So listen, I get to started right there. If you guys want to continue.
All right. I would say I would start from the back, building from the back. Um, Andre Blake in goal, Ethan Pinnock and Liam Moore, central defensive pairing. Um, I would want to use Damian Lowe. Go three at the back. That's always my preferred system.
Agreed.
But in this thing where we are resting players, I could see the coach saying he's going to start with Liam Moore and Ethan Pinnock, Wes Harding on the right, and Amari Bell on the left. So Pinnock, Pinnock, Moore, and Harding. The problem I have with that is that the last time I saw Pinnock and Moore, and Bell in tandem, it was a disastrous USA game, but I'm going to presume that they have grown in stature now, right? In front of them, the Kevin Stewart in the CDM, um, along with Ravel Morrison in the box role, to Kevin Stewart and Ravel combination in tandem. Um, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets very tricky, icky. Daniel Johnson in the attacking midfield. And up front, Michail Antonio and Michail Antonio Roofe got to start. That's just it. And I would put Bobby Reid wide on the right. So 4-3-3. How you feel about that, people? 4-3-3. So Leo, I think you have a little loud noise in the background there. If you can turn down a little bit. Yeah. Where's about the 4-3-3, coach? 4-3. Devon.
That formation, I'm not a fan of it. And the reason why I'm not a fan of the 4-3-3 is people have to understand how to play it and what's your shape in defending. Now you have to evaluate the players you have and said, are they gonna be disciplined enough? Especially the two wide men up top here. So you have three across the top. They are not strikers, but they have to realize that they only pushed up into attack. And when we lose possession of the ball, they have to drop. The three central midfielders have to squeeze in, make it compact, and they become wingers. So now when you defend, you defend as a 4-5-1. It takes a lot of discipline because as the game progresses, I'm not gonna say they're gonna forget, but you know what happened to tired minds? When the legs start going, the adrenaline is pumping, the mind start not functioning as how it's supposed to function. So you'll get laps.
But Coach Devon, you earlier said these are not kids. These are professional footballers. So you can't have it both ways.
Yes, but you know we are human beings and we're subject to mistakes.
Yeah, but mistake can make in any formation,
Mistakes, that's why goals score.
Right, but I'm
if
saying
everything was perfect, there wouldn't be any goals.
I thought you would have said that the three players up front, Roofe, Antonio, and Bobby Reid, would have to understand that they would have to apply a high press in the way that Liverpool's three operate. So I'm hoping that Bobby, Roofe, and Antonio would operate the way that Salah, Firmino, and Mane play for Liverpool.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the front three men can't press alone.
No, man, the whole team. Hold on, I'm not saying the front three. I'm saying we will have to impress on the front three that they are the first line of defense and they have to press. You're defending banks, you're defending waves. So everybody has to defend. Daniel Johnson as the attacking midfielder would have to defend. Both Stewart and Ravel would have to defend. Come on, everybody has to join in defense.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to tell Stuart to defend because he knows his job.
Right, but I'm saying Daniel has been playing in a sort of defensive midfield role in front of the back four. But I'm saying you would have to impress on the front three. So, Luton, tell me how that sound to you. Can you ask the question? So just tell me how that sound to you. That 4-4-3 and the people in the comment section, we see some Jay Taylor, Blake, Ethan, Pinnock, Moore, Low, three at the back. Harding, Bell, Grant, Johnson, Morrison, Roofe, Michail, Antonio. So you would bench Dexter Daps for the second game. I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you on that one. Can't agree with you. Firstly, Grant can't play 3 games in a row. Not at age 34, in 7 days. I'm not doing that to a player. And what purpose would Kevin Stewart come? Because Kevin Stewart, I think, is only being released for. I think it's only being released for 1 game. He doesn't have the permission to play in the red zone to quarantine for 10 days. And his club is struggling at the bottom of the table, Blackpool. So you have to look at those kind of things too, You want a man to miss 2 more games and his club lose 2 more games and get cut adrift. And when relegation comes, they blame Jamaica. So we have to look at all these things too. Ravel Johnson. I think I would put Stewart in there. If you were playing 3-5-2, I would certainly put Stewart in there. And I would use the 3 that I would use is actually Harding, Moore, and Pinnock as a back three because we saw Harding play well as the right side of a back three against Serbia. And we saw Moore play well in that back three. So we'd only be swapping out Damian Lowe for Ethan Pinnock and put Ethan on the left side of it. So that's the change that I would make. And I think I would definitely have I don't think it can bring Bobby DiCordova-Reid, put him on the bench for 1 game. So Bobby Reid would have to start for me. Grant would be rested. And, there it goes. Yes, East Main, the front three would have to trigger the press. They would have to start defending very hard as soon as they lose the ball. I don't think Taxi would be in that side again because I think Taxi would play against Mexico and you have Amari Bell. So, you'd have to work that way.
So is Bell here? Is Bell in Jamaica?
No, they are expected to arrive tomorrow. The remaining 3 players are expected to arrive tomorrow.
And those are Stewart,
Low,
and Bell.
And Jamal. You're referring to Jamal Lowe, okay?
Jamal Lowe,
yes.
Kevin Stewart, and Amari Bell. Sorry about that. For those who are not for face, thank you, Neil, because we have to remember that it's not we alone now. Bailey is out, but remember we named a 35-man squad. So FIFA only really accepts 30, the CONCACAF. So we were sort of hoping there. So it's not a loss, right? MPEG says he played Low over Harding. So you are saying that you would play Damian Lowe for 3 games, so where's Harding come for? Remember that Damian Lowe is one of those who is clear to play in the red zone. So you wouldn't waste him in Jamaica. Yeah, but hit up the likes. Somebody let me know what going on with the likes business, Yeah, at 10 o'clock, and it's a working day and these things, so we're not going to stay 22 late. So when it comes to the 2-hour mark, people, I go and drop the comparison of figures on the thing. So 10 minutes time, I'm going to drop the second comparison, just make people know the full season last year. What did Michail Antonio do and what has led to his astronomical rise between last season and now, right? We have to look on that. 323. Hey, yeah, man, the people, them a knock point kill it. One, you know. Like crocodile, them wrong and back, you know, but them finish right now. So, easy in a way in a yard. Yeah, man. But here we go now. So, somebody raised something in there about the Grant interview, and people have been asking where Grant there for 10 years. And I hope we all heard him say if he was called when he was at Chelsea, he would have immediately come and represented Jamaica. And I've been saying this to people that we assume that players know, first of all, that they're eligible to play for Jamaica. Because remember, his mother and his father are um, British. It is through his grandmother, who is the only one alive. So his other grandparents are dead, so he would not, you know. But importantly, he said, we have such an unorthodox method of recruitment that is not done anywhere else in the world. So he was sitting there waiting for a call up for Jamaica, patiently, like oh Isaac Hayden waiting for a call up from Southgate. Although and none was forthcoming. And it is when we reached out to him, right? Yeah, well, the interviewer, I had a difficulty with the interview, but I can't even think about it. But um, the interviewer asked the question, and I thought there could have been better questions, but that's fine. Um, but the player answered honestly. He was not aware of the process and procedure to join the Jamaican national team. And so that is why I'm saying on the website of Jamaica, marketing manager, um, erstwhile and competent marketing manager, get a damn page that says, how do I play for the Reggae Boyz? Just saying, man, you have to communicate to both your internal and external stakeholders. And your internal stakeholders are the players. They are like staff. So you have to communicate to them and the entire community of players who are eligible to play for Jamaica. Because for the best that we do, I am surprised now. We have found what? 6 players in Europe between Devon and Simon. I never know some Yardman there Italy. Yardman we reach now. We reach where we have player when they speak no English. If we should get Alan Origini does not speak any English, but he speaks with his foot. Right? He speaks with his foot. And we are going to have to bring those kind of players in if they are interested. I don't know if does Jamie Lawrence speak English over there in Bayern Munich? Devon?
Yes, he does.
He does. Okay. So it's only Alan. What about Denzel Hall? And
Yes.
he speaks English. Okay. So
Yes.
it's only Alan who doesn't speak English. And so there can be many others. I tell you, say anyway, Yardman go and find the girls, them, you know. Yeah, man. So I would not be surprised if there are other talented footballers who are of Jamaican parentage. And I understand the process of Dejan Anderson is far ahead. Because it's his father that's Jamaican.
Yes.
Right. So it's not even like grandparents.
And I can tell you, Anderson speak Patois.
Oh, okay. Okay. Big up Dejan Anderson. Right? Are you on loan? Big up yourself. So, you know what I mean? Whose family has the Jamaican restaurant in Amsterdam? That will be Dejan or Denzel Hall. But people, I'm just saying, they're Jamaicans far right. You see, if you qualify, all a yard man have a turn up from Siberia, from Russia, with the Russian flag, with the sickle. And I say, but there, Rostrova. You understand? And the buckle of vodka and say, ready to play for Jamaica. You understand? So, is Nathan Redmond better than Damari Gray? I'll answer it this way. Nathan Redmond is more experienced than Damari Gray. But I expect Damari Gray to be a reggae boy by the. Is there a November window? I expect by a November window him to be a reggae boy. The question, I agree with you, Giovanni. The questions, I didn't like them, but you know, I can't see him bias. But I think the player answered it. How do people feel about the answers for the Anthony Grant interview? Kimo, you just joined me. You watched the Anthony Grant interview?
Yeah, I watched it earlier when he
Some
was
people said,
giving a bio about himself.
yeah, some people said they didn't like the questions and how the interview was done. What was your view?
Well, it's just an introduction, and guys have a lot of things to do. So the questions that were thrown at him, it wasn't bad, and I learned a few things about him, that he has relatives in Portland, Port Antonio. That is right.
Yeah, man, his grandmother is important. Tony. He visits her every year.
Yeah, and he said that the longest stay he had was what, a month and so,
Come
and
on.
then
Yeah,
2 weeks, yeah.
yeah, man.
So if anyone was asking anything about Anthony Grant, we have a little idea of who Anthony Grant is. It's just to see him out on the field next.
Mm. Yes.
And then I was happy to know that a little video was there with him. I was really happy. I would love to see a lot more videos of the other players as well coming in the coming week.
A whole lot of video should have dropped today. Everybody should have video.
Yeah.
But well, I'm proud of you, family. Proud of you how you answer the question. Sister, you decide for so some people is scared of you when they see you at the airport. Cause a real gangster, so real wild crocodile. So you always like hood and mask up and there so. But I see that I saw him take it professionally. You understand? I never seen that side of him. I always say wild talk side of him. You understand? So I was happy to hear that. What you thought here?
You know what? To be honest with you, I did not get a chance to see the video, the interview. I saw some things with the players arriving at the airport, but I didn't get to see the interview with Anthony Grant. However, it's from what you guys have said, it's certainly inspiring. And as you mentioned, I wish there were interviews from some of the other players, because perhaps these interviews could serve as testimonials, right? To other people who are interested in coming to play for Jamaica. I mean, maybe one or two or a few of the YouTubers who have access, right? Could interview these guys, and make a video to put out there to let other players know what their journey was like, and letting them know that, hey, we're here, come home, come play for Jamaica. Very exciting times, man. Very exciting times. I think I posed that question. What are the things that we could do strategically to ensure that you know we turn this into something where it's not just a one campaign thing, that there's a continuity after this, in terms of recruiting players, in terms of inspiring players, And this is not supposed to having our English based players come and play in these games. I mean, the truth is, many of them are in their late 20s, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna need we're gonna need more players, whether local or overseas base, to come and play in what is it, 2026, right? I don't know. I think we can start looking that far. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but who can blame me for being my Gladbach boss? I really expect us to win our home games, right, and to qualify. And in fact, I mean, I remember the last time when Jamaica qualified for the World Cup, there was a lot of media because we were the debutants in France, But I think this is potentially another very big story, because I think the story here is that there was a quiet revolution started by Mr. Porter, Cataract here. You guys reaching out to these players. As you say, Southgate, Southgate probably beating him like a two Cataract, but I don't think him celebrating, you know, because if this experiment works, I see a lot of players, coming looking to Jamaica, and I see a lot of doors opening up for our local based players as well. Because the more we climb up the rankings and the better we perform, is the more looks our local based players will get, and it will affect the local league. The local league will just be more professional because players will know them have to step up them game if they have any chance of getting into the squad. And hopefully funds will come this way to improve the facilities, the fields, So, this is a big opportunity, and it shouldn't be squandered.
So I want to say something here. Um, and I want to give a real man, big man talk for this thing. Also, the panelists, if we're not speaking, just put our mics on mute, please. But I want to answer Ricky Donk's question. Team Cataract, Jarvis Parish checking Team Cataract. When them Team Cataract checking, we have to heal them on them. You see what I said? Firstly, the information we have is that Jamal Lowe will be on a flight tomorrow. That's the information that we have. Um, we have to check out the people that we know we work at the airport and tell them if they see them down at Gatwick. Or if I issue them and leave out there. And GFF don't make it a problem. They don't have to fly into Kingston. If there's no flight tomorrow, please put them on a flight to Montego Bay. They're staying at the AC Marriott. That's part of the Sandals group. I know Sandals have some lovely limousine. Put them in a limousine and let them ride come to town, okay? Okay? Don't make it a problem. Think outside the box, man. Come on.
And Neil,
Mikel Antonio should have been here from yesterday because there are always flights every day from to Montego Bay. Montego Bay is a tourism hub. But I wanted to address something in terms of, and then I bring in British Airways. Everybody are coming on. British Airways, British, Roger Grant, British Airways, Gatwick. Yeah, man. Hey, Sean Ice, big up. Soul St. Mary check-in. You know what I say? Sean Ice official, big DJ that. Starcade Sound. Big up Triple X. Coach, big up yourself in that background doing the parental duties. Big up every man who have them kids and show out them kids who are school. Yeah. Big up all real fathers, that's something. Um, and Sanders have a jet too. My God! And people have helicopter. Link up them rich people, man. So in a helicopter, bring a player them if it need be. But I just say that the logistics can be hard. Um, it's exciting times, and I believe that more headache is going to come. But I believe that this will open the gate and the door for others to say Jamaica. No, Mason Greenwood for me is the lightning rod. Can we? We are the underdogs, but can do something? Make a try. You understand? That's what I say. Yeah, man. Roger, the man, I need to get the red carpet, brother. How a year of them, you know. So, make it thing go. You know the thing go. Ryan Woolery, you came late. We are saying we are not entertaining any negative discussion 24 hours to go. It's not happening, my brother. One coach, nobody violate the thing. We have those discussions after we can assess the results of the 3 game now and get ready for October. Um, I think we might see one or two new faces in October, but what I'm glad is that we're going to see a building of the squad. You understand? Coach, it might not be coming into Kingston, you know. That's what I'm saying. Or it could be through Florida, Orlando, or Miami. Um, it could be that as well. Yeah. So I know you have a source, ask a source when the players are coming. Understand? Please, coach. I could know. Understand? Because we need the baller. Not even Moby as a coach, but no, but you can chop through Florida though. You can chop through Florida.
Yeah, man,
Believe me.
they have a connecting. I think there's a connecting to JFK to Montego Bay.
You can do JFK to Montego Bay. You can connect. You can do Miami and Miami, Kingston. Come on, get the ballers here, man. Give us our ballers. Um, get Kido and other young players. I believe so, right? But I believe that the the thing is right and ready. And if we get 9 points, you know, I bet you if we get 9 points, Isaac Hayden 28th birthday, I will come next week. You want bet? And you got hear Isaac I call Devon and say, or you think go. You understand? So, like a bingo. You understand? Yeah.
One thing I can say, I can add to what Neil says earlier. As long as we have breath and health and we can speak
Urgently.
and
Urgent.
move,
Point of order, urgently. Anybody can
we
um
will get all the
Devon,
players available.
Devon, I want let us play our part as fans. Um, anybody can tell me who is the starting attacking midfielder for Mexico tomorrow, likely to be, and anybody have a YouTube video that they can send me the link, please and thank you. I don't want to say too much, but somebody want to have a nighttime look at who for foot broke. Yeah. Anybody send me the link. Send me the link in a chat if you have any link for the Mexican midfielder that, that need to come to court and face the judge tomorrow. Please. You understand?
Easy cataract.
Tyrone Taylor, the guy start the show can chat here. A cataract my name. Where you want to come here? You want to come and all a praise and worship? It, me not stand about it. This is a talk show. Hey, brother, go easy down. Anybody have a YouTube link for any video for the Mexican attacking midfielder? Please throw it in the comment section. Appreciate it.
Just you can find the US Mexico game, both of them, where the US beat them. Easy.
No,
It's
there's
all
only one
right.
of them. There's only
Send,
It's all
one.
right. It's all right. When me done, me make sure say
no man,
um
send it very quickly.
me make sure say go to court. Don't worry.
No man, send it up now, please and thanks. That's more important than we are chat. Please, Devon. That's very important. Send it right away. Right. People then see the dog serious about the work. So well, whoever is going to be in the middle, whoever food need to get nyam, we need to see them because you want to know them. You don't want, yeah, I understand the maths. Edison Alvarez. So you think that Guarda is going to start? How that midfield set up, David Nicholson? Give us a little bit more. Luton Fire, I know say you go perform at them place all the time, you know. I know why I ask you to send the link, yeah? People, I know why we are asked to send the link. Please and tax. The reason. But David Nicholson, tell us the next thing and let us know which two midfielders.
Cataract, it's very, very puzzling. Because the only person I can pinpoint, I know Alvarez will start as a CDM. They're not gonna
Alvarez
use
is the CDM.
Yeah, they're not gonna use him and Romo together because Romo is another CDM. So probably Carlos Rodriguez, Guardado is the captain, so I'm looking for Guardado to start if he's fully fit. Dos Santos, I don't think Cardova will start.
Yeah, but them one could start Guardado in the middle of the park.
Huh? No man, that's what he's playing.
Yeah, but he's not gonna play in the middle of the park, man. They're probably gonna start Alvarez.
No man, Alvarez is playing central. He's a CDM. But you're looking for who's gonna be in the attacking role.
Oh.
LeBron Australian.
The little young youth, my name Sanchez.
No man, in the next one.
Him not there?
Then team puzzling now. Even center half, you don't even know the hell because
I don't want no center half. I want in the middle like park.
Check your phone, man.
Focus.
Huh?
Stay focused.
Check your phone.
All right.
Coach and Chief Scout Devon, my beg you some work. Put in, please. We need a video there for your cause. You understand? Dos Santos Alvarez. So anybody have no video of Dos Santos and Guarda, just send it to it quick and fast. And tell me them shirt number so we know who we are looking on, yeah? We could do something for the team, for the cause. We could do one for the cause. You see me? Alright. Winger. They needed a winger, okay. None from London to New York. Anything from London to Miami or London to Orlando. Orlando is a very a tourist mecca, you know. Orlando, London, keep checking. The flight's up. The cup's up. So people, I want to look at last season. I'm gonna take a go around and see anybody have any comment, and then I just want to look at the stats from last season. Coach desk, we have a turning, you know, so you probably think at 11 o'clock cut off. Turtleman production check-in. Yeah,
hey, Cataract.
Turtleman production. Yo, my family.
May I jump off a little bit and come back?
Yeah, man, go do that works there. Players and tax. Check the judging of the chambers. Yeah, man, check the judging of the chambers.
The link just make so. All right, cool.
People, I want you to see, yeah, man. I want you to see how serious a player take this thing. You understand? At different levels of Reggae Boyz, I go see. At different levels to the thing. Kemar, what else I saw you?
Yes, Secretary.
Yeah. What do you think happening in Michail to Mexico?
Well, I know them normally Guadrado. I know them now. Them did have Dos Santos for there.
Okay.
You know them two players there, but them unpredictable. Cause you remember them all little change up them squad, you know. You see them is a different squad in the Olympics from what them use in the Gold Cup.
Burman Security, Antigua. Pick up yourself. Yeah, man, Cataract Travel Service. You don't know that already?
Yes, Daddy.
So, people, last season, what really happened? Antonio was at West Ham. Kemar Roofe was at Rangers FC, still is. The Opta Performance Index for the season was 56. And so he has jumped from 56 to 88, Michail Antonio. 56 to 88, a massive jump in his Opta Performance Index. And people, by looking at camera straight, Kemar Roofe's Opta Performance Index was 95. That means the man take a test and pass a test. Nearly broke his scale. Right? And remember that the Opta Performance Index balances out which level league you're playing for. If you're playing for a higher league or a top tier league, or you play a league 2, you get a different weight put on your performance. You understand? Tuffy Road, you asked if Mexico has any UK-based players. LeBron,
I'm not sure if he's there.
Which is the Wolverhampton forward, Jimenez. I think there's only one Mexican in the UK. If anybody know of any other, let us know. They played equal amount of games. Sorry. Antonio played 26 games in the last season. Roofe played 24. 1,983 minutes versus 1,564 minutes for Roofe. Antonio started 24 of the 26 games, and Roofe started 18 of his 24 games. Right? So you can do the math. He was a substitute 6 times. He was subbed off 13, and Antonio was subbed off 12 times. Antonio had 916 touches, and Kemar Roofe had 681. Antonio recovered the ball 51 times. Roofe recovered the ball 44 times. So both of these strikers are adept at what I would call the high press game, because they are making ball recoveries, which is good. They are both disciplined strikers. In the 26 game, Antonio was offside 15 times, and Roofe was offside 11 times in his 24 games. That means less than 1 offside per game. So that's very good. Antonio scored 10 goals and Roofe scored 14. None of those goals for either player were penalties, right? Inside the box, all of Antonio's goals were inside of the box. And 13 of the 14 goals for Roofe was inside. He had 1 goal from outside of the box. Both forwards had 2 headed goals apiece last season. Both of them scored twice with headers. None of the 2 took any free kicks. Now let's break down the strength of the foot. In terms of the goal, 6 right foot goals, 2 left footed goals. So Michail Antonio, he can shoot with his left, but he more favors the right. And Kemar Roofe, 7 right footed goals and 4 left footed goals. Kemar Roofe's conversion rate was 38%. Michail Antonio was 20%. So Michail Antonio has upped now to 40%, and Kemar Roofe is hovering at 50%. So he's gonna get there. So that 20% is off 49 shots. His shot accuracy was 51%. Kemar Roofe had 37 shots, shot accuracy of 60%. That means 6 out of 10 shots are on target, and Michail Antonio, 5 out of 10 shots are on target. And you know, if you're on target, you have a chance to score. You understand? That's just how the Shreps go. Michail Antonio had 14 shots. 40 of his 49 shots were blocked by the defenders, and 11 of the 37 shots by Kemar Roofe were blocked. Interestingly, Antonio hit the crossbar 6 times. So he could easily have scored. He could easily have scored 16 goals. I didn't even realize that. So 6 times he hit the crossbar and 11 times blocked. Kemar Roofe hit the crossbar 2 times. If it would work. Michail Antonio had 5 assists. Kemar Roofe had 3. But here's the big difference. Michail Antonio created 27 chances for his other players. I'm going to pause this up. 27 chances out of 24 games. Marlon, what do you think about that part there?
Well, for a man leading the line to creating that amount of chance on 24 games for his teammates, that's a big attacking display. That he's scoring, build up play, and he's creating 27 chance.
So
That's massive.
create
So
27 chances and take 49 shots.
yeah, so it shows you the overall performance of him. So imagine him now getting that ball against 2 centre back and holding it up and bringing in the wingers in it and attacking midfield. So you basically see where the danger is with Antonio.
Daniel Johnson and Bobby Reed are going to be happy, man.
Yeah. So it's not like you're passing the ball to one of the other forwards, a Shamanika, who doesn't have that big hold up play and the passing range. So it shows you a lot.
The Mother Road, man. People, remember, say this is last season, it's not full season, you know. So you see, say, I'm not flashing my pan, right? Both attempted equal number of passes, 453 to 420 passes. Michail Antonio had an accuracy of 68%. Kemar Roofe had an accuracy of approximately 80%. I have to stop this up and put some respect on Kemar Roofe's name. Got 80% accuracy for a striker in terms of passing. You're there in a Lord Ravel region there. But remember, you are being hustled a lot of the time when you're on the ball. Because you have a central defender upon you. So I have to put some respect on Kemar Roofe's name for that. Nearly 80%, little under 80% passing accuracy, 79 points only. Interestingly, I see 18 long passes attempted by Michail Antonio with a 72% accuracy and 12 long passes with 33%. So that tells me that both forwards are not afraid to drop deep to collect the ball and then throw the ball over the top to their other striking partner. I don't know if you get the same thing there. Kemar.
Definitely, because what that show you
Yeah,
that you can think that as a counter. So, you know those passes coming from in your defensive third in your own half, and you're making a fast counter. So it show you the passing range of both players.
Counter-attacking football. Oh. I wonder if people, let me ease up. I wonder if you don't realize what we're getting. This look like more than Esther Spades, you know. This look like, where top lick of the name, the big champagne where people are paying their whole heap of money for. Expensive and dear, them ball here.
Yes, Crystal and Dan P.
Crystal and Dan Perrion. And that's where I get.
but Cataract
Mm.
for both at offensive and defensive, because as I'm watching at the game them with a Michail Antonio defensive wise, him chop back all the times, you know. And you see him in the box, I defend a set play. You understand? And then another time you see him gone fast, attack fast, and go up in the other half. So him good that way there.
We have a look at the part there. Well, neither of the two gentlemen, Michael Elliott, none of the two of them are free kick specialists. Let me just put that there. Right? But look at this again now. 31 crosses attempted, Michail Antonio. Not very successful, only 6% accuracy. But that means he's playing wide. And Kemar Roofe attempted 8 crosses, but only had 1 successful. So Kemar Roofe is not a wide man. People were saying that Kemar could play wide. that those numbers in terms of crosses is demonstrating that he's not a wide player. You understand? Um, so let us get that right. They don't take any corners, no through balls attempted. Again, the no through balls. Somebody was asking, if can we out the mic, please? Come and hear some deadly feedback. Somebody was asking if Kemar Roofe can play the attacking midfield. But when I see no through balls, that tells me that he has not been playing in that role at all. He's been playing as the main striker, number 9. We can look at passes and those things, but we're not gonna look 100 times. 93 forward passes by Michail Antonio, 88 forward passes by Kemar Roofe, 126 to 137 back passes. But you can't look at it that way because that would mean that you're passing back to your midfielders, which you expect people to do if they're playing with their back to the goal. 119 right side passes, 150 left side passes for Michail Antonio. So pretty equal. So he can pass it both feet and he uses both the wingers, left and the right wingers in. Michail Antonio is more right-sided heavy, 110 right-sided passes and 85 left-sided passes. So a little bit more imbalance. Let's go to duels now. And here we see something else. One of the man is perk up. Michail Antonio contested 372 duels in 24 games. And 177 duels in it's 26 games and 177 in 24 games for thing there. But just pause at that number this one. 372 duels. Come on, I want to really put some respect out here. What did that say to you, Neo?
With respect to what?
A forward who was taking part in 372 duels over the season.
Yeah, man. So the man is definitely pressing.
High press. So he can use in that high press. So that's why I said that give us more thing in terms of the 4-3-3 when Devon was saying that they have to get onto the high press.
Yeah.
You understand? So we don't have no fear, people. This is a machine. I really believe a machine, man, you know. A machine, man, this, you know. But here's the good thing about this, you know. Let us look at the duels now, right? He had a 49% success take on rate, right? And he has Roofe has a 43% take on rate. So again, half of the time when he faced the defender last season, he's getting by the defender. That's wonderful. He won 40 fouls. Kemar Roofe won 23, but so he's a highly foul player, Michail Antonio, which means that will give us a lot of dead ball. Free kicks in dangerous position. And he won 1 penalty. Right? So of the duels, Michail Antonio took part in contested 162 aerial duels versus Kemar Roofe 60 aerial duels. And his success was 45% in terms of aerial duels. Michail Antonio and Kemar Roofe aerial duels is 35%. So we see the first weakness show up now. Kemar Roofe's aerial ability and winning the ball in the air is not a high success. You want to be up in the high 40s, 50%.
You know, guys, it's going to be very interesting to, see that Mexico game, away game, and to see what will happen when we have the English-based players play that Mexican team a second time. I mean, I'm hoping for a victory tomorrow. I'm not writing off the boys at all. In fact, I feel a lot better about it than I thought I would. I'm hoping that the enthusiasm is definitely gonna, spread to the Mexico camp. But it would be interesting to see what happens when we have the likes of Michail, Antonio, and Roof, playing against Mexico, in the home game when they get here. I'm assuming too. Well, hoping by that time things will be better, and but it will probably mean that Mexico will have
Yeah.
their full strength squad as well.
Yeah, Kimo, you were saying something? Come in.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing as well. And I know the COVID thing not gonna be that fast, so we have fans just right away. And I was thinking also the next window in October we would have like two games where we can have the English based players that we're having in this window, have them for just one. We can have them for two. Cause we're playing
Yes,
Canada at home
all
and we're
three.
playing USA away, right?
And Honduras home. So
We have
basically
who?
all three. Honduras, Canada, and US.
We have Honduras, Canada, but the USA one is away. We have Canada home.
Yeah, and Honduras. We'll go to Honduras.
We have Honduras home too.
No, away.
Yeah, yeah. So as I said, we would have two games that the US based, the UK based players can play because they could go to the US though.
Yeah, man. And Honduras is not red listed, so hopefully they stay that way.
Oh, they are not red listed,
No,
so we
I'm
can
hoping
have.
on Costa Rica so far.
Okay, that means hopefully it stays that way. We're gonna have them for the three games then next time around. Maybe Ravel would be the concern, but we have a good amount of players there. Okay.
There you go. Um, great contribution. So on the ground duel side, 210 ground duels for Michail Antonio, 117 for Kemar Roofe, and both of them at 42% success. In terms of defensive work, Michail Antonio had 7 clearances, 7 interceptions, and 3 blocks. And Kemar Roofe had 13 clearances, 3 interceptions, and 1 block. So both forwards not afraid to put in the helping and chipping on the defensive side of the game. Um, so 13 clearances. 13 clearances for Kemar Roofe. That is 1 clearance every other game. So those are good stats for a striker. That's my feeling. So there's a question now where coach say who is the poster boy. But now we're getting at the argument in the bad man. Now we're let you get to the argument. You understand? Because here we're going. A man say people that drop Liam Bailey like a side chick. We get our 2 front teeth missing. So that's wicked. But tell you the truth, Michail Antonio is the new poster boy of the Reggae Boyz.
Yeah, I mean, I think that conclusion is unavoidable. I mean, the man is the leading goal scorer for him EPL team. Breaking all sorts of records. So I frankly, I think even at this point, Leon Bailey would be excited to have Antonio as his teammate. I don't think that there necessarily has to be a rivalry. What I will say is that there is no doubt that you can distinguish between Mikel Antonio, who is a more experienced and older player compared to Leon Bailey. Um, you know, I think you can say well, Leon Bailey might still be the poster boy, but Mikel Antonio at the man a yard.
The poster man. Boys against men.
This this also can do a lot for Leon Bailey's performance. We maybe now see a different kind of performance from Leon Bailey, the performance that we're all been waiting to see, that European performance from him right now, knowing that we have a Mikel Antonio. So for me, with the inclusion of Mikel Antonio and Kemar Roofe, I see a lot of advantages,
Kimo, you're
lot of
right
positive,
because
lot of
Kimo,
positive.
yeah, Kemar, who them a go double mark? Them not gonna know who for double mark. Them a go
They're
double
good.
mark
When them
Roof.
the when them on the field, them say Roof, and then them take them eye off a Roof. Them look at Antonio, them take them eye off Antonio, Bailey that a sneak around the corner and go so. So them
Yeah.
just every time them. Me can tell you now, when the national anthem a play and you walk out of the tunnel, they must say, no man, the Jamaican side, I'm confused. Them a feel deal with now, Ethan Pinnock with some long throw.
For real.
Everybody have them quality where them have bring. Bobby Reed maybe now can express himself. Daniel Johnson can express himself. Everybody have feed for somebody performance within the team. It's like our own chemistry a farm out there. And once the vibe is right, them are gonna gravitate to the culture and the music and the dancing. I don't see nothing wrong happening. I'm used to. I was worrying about maybe the national players feeling threatened, the local based players feeling threatened about these guys coming in. They have to look on it at the bigger picture right now, because this is what going to market the Jamaican football for the future to come.
Yeah, man. And the positive thing that come out of this, this the one set of players in Mexico and one set of players playing here with this COVID thing. I mean, one positive you can take away from it is that, I think that from what I see with the players and Instagram and everything, it appears to me that they're all united in a common mission, right? I don't sense any division in the camp. I don't sense any resentment. In fact, I sense a lot of excitement and people feeling good about where this team can go. I mean, we are excited about it. I think the players are doubly excited about it.
Hey, I don't cut you up, but listen, you know that a lot of persons still don't know what's going on because one of my coworkers was just looking at me and saying that they think the team in Mexico was actually the team that we're working with throughout the campaign. I had to explain to him that most of the first team players are actually here right now at the AC Hotel to play against Panama. So that's the actual team that you're looking at on Sunday that will be out there with the inclusion of the three goalkeepers and the low and bits and pieces. So he didn't know when I explained, then he man really understand. So a lot more people the message like it not really reach. Maybe a morning when it start coming at the papers and it start hit. And when Antonio go back, if him score, it's gonna be a bigger thing if him score on Sunday. And then him go back with that
Okay,
family back.
Kimo, this game is highlighted. Last night I was up till probably from 11 after 2 and I was watching on Sky. Michail Antonio scheduled to jet off to represent
Wow.
Jamaica in the
Really?
qualifier.
Yeah, man, I saw that too.
Okay. So it tells you
Cataract.
something.
Also, I want to say something. Give me 1 second before. I want to pick up the ladies every time. It's a girl them time. Anna Henry, big up yourself. You asked what happened to Kevin Stewart. We are expecting him to join. Can the man name mute, please? We are expecting him to join along with Jamal Lowe and Amari Bell. So we don't know which flight and what date, whether it's Friday, they're gonna come in, but we're expecting them to join up with the team. Um, that's the update. And also, Stacey, here consultant. He said quality players will play a quality ball game. And the perspective of the ladies will welcome it all the time. And Stacey, um, coach, you want to say something on what Stacey has said and then bring us your update and anything else? Quality players bring quality gear.
Absolutely. Stacy know what she's talking about. Once you have players complement players, and once you have quality players in your squad, it makes other players, even if they're average players, they look good. So she actually know what she's talking about. And to touch on another note, The judge is gathering up his notes to preside over the case tomorrow.
Come on.
All rise.
Yeah,
Coach,
I took some time today watching the Nation League Cup and the Gold Cup final between the USA and Mexico, and just took some notes. You know, the USA score on Mexico. I think maybe uh, at least 2 goals that were scored in the both of those games came from corners, right? I know we always like to say the Mexicans are short, but looking at them don't look short anymore. To me, not to me anyway. But I still saw that there is a potential weakness there. Because as I said, USA score at least 2 times in between those 2 games on corners. So if I mean, I'm sure the coach and his people have done their own research, but I decided to take a look at those 2 games. Another thing I noticed was that Mexico will give away free kicks, including penalties, if you run at them. So
Yeah, because they're dirty players.
yes. So I thought of Flemings, right? And the fact that Flemings always seem to, he's a pretty speedy player, and he is not shy about running at players, and he does end up getting a lot of free kicks. I'm sure Tapa will make note of that. Um, you know, he seems to believe in Flemo, as probably he should. Flemo has come through on various times. Um, Another thing I noticed was that Mexico, you know, they like to attack on the wings, right? So the left back and the right back, um, assuming Alvas and Taxi going to have them hands full tomorrow, right? And another thing was that you can catch Mexico on the offside trap, so the defense is going to have to keep that line and keep that shape. That's my scouting report.
Let me add on to it, Neil. As I talking about attacking down the wings, what these guys are gonna do, the wingers will come inside and let the wing backs go out to the byline.
Overlap.
They overlap a lot, but
Yeah,
that's where the space is there for us to catch them on the counter. Because right now, the centre back position for them is a big trouble. Mr. Aro, Montez, Dominguez, you don't know who will play there because there are 3 better defenders. They are not there. So it's really worrying for them. I was watching something on the Mexican channel, and they were asking Tata if he's gonna use Montez with Aroa or bringing Dominguez. He said Dominguez has experience, but Montez is young and he's big because he's actually bigger than Itapino. He's massive. He's
not
very, very
short
huge.
anymore.
But when I hear persons talking about the Mexicans are
Short.
small,
Yeah,
all of these guys are over 185 meter. So they're massive guys. So I think at the back we can catch them out, and the wing backs they attack a lot, so we can catch them there. The problem is if we can compete with them in midfield. They hold the ball in midfield, but they don't attack through the midfield. They attack on the flanks.
yeah, and I think we can expect to see Dos Santos on the field at some point, because they never seem to fail to play him when he plays against when they play against Jamaica. Also, Dos Santos always, he's likely to score against Jamaica as well. He has scored against us several
No man,
times.
it's the other brother. It's Gio. It's Jonathan is there now. It's the older brother. So this is the midfielder. This is Jonathan Dos Santos. Gio is the
Right,
one who
right.
obviously giving us trouble with Vela and Chicharito.
Okay.
Gentle people, we have the 6 minute countdown. Um, so, is there any burning thing that we see in that chat? Anybody wants to know? The Well, everybody keep doing the same thing. So I'm gonna want to go over score prediction. I want to spend a minute on Michail and Andre Gray. Andre Gray has moved to Queens Park Rangers. Has anybody heard of anything on Michael Hector? In terms, was he able to get a move in this
No,
window.
he still at Fulham. There was a last minute attempt from Bournemouth to, Scott Potter wanted to bring him across with him to Bournemouth. Didn't go through. I think for him to do the medical and paperwork and stuff, it didn't go through. He was probably focused on getting that move to Aberdeen. But so he's still at Fulham.
He was focused on getting a move to Aberdeen,
Yeah.
and that didn't turn out today.
No, that didn't go through. So
Well, you know that Scottish League has one extra day, right?
hold on. Let me check. I didn't. Let me check back on something.
Scottish League has an extra day.
Hold on there. Give me one.
Military Guna telling us something. Hector deal didn't fall through. But Military Guna, that's
Right, I saw that too.
Tell us what got through there. You said the deal didn't fall through. So tell us what happened, Please, Military Guna. Kemar Roofe said we need to start the pacey players. I'll leave that in the hand of the coach. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that these players, people have been calling for you guys over and over. Now you have gotten your chance. So
the game would be on now still tomorrow them time, right?
it's 9 o'clock our time.
Tomorrow, right? Oh,
Yeah,
tomorrow them time.
this time. We're finishing this time actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to have Karumi, we have to have a workman-like performance in the midfield. Stay focused. Yeah, man, the prayer warrior them and their man them and know Jesus when I talk to him, who know Selassie, I chat to him, beat the Congo jump, beat the Kete jump, who know Allah, when I go down on the knees and look to the east. You see what I say? That's the thing there. Cause we need everything. We need divine intervention, everything. But I just want the players them to come through injury free, and I want everybody who go on the field to give the best performance of themselves. You're saying something, and I'm going to give each person a minute. That's how we're going to wrap up. Each person a minute.
Yeah.
So Kemo, starting with you.
Yeah, man. But you don't want to say this some earlier, yeah, about the sponsors. Yeah, no. But me just did once. This me you want to talk about before because I don't want to talk about Friday. Yeah. So you see in the track and field the other day in the Olympics where every time one of those racers came first, the Sandals manager Mr. Stewart jump on board and give them an incentive at one of the bungalow them. We know our thing different for football. So hopefully him would have jump on board with some great performance from this Reggae Boyz team and be one of the main sponsors from the carpet wear to help out. That came to my mind earlier.
Give them some room, my Sandals.
Not room. Sponsor. Just as be one of the sponsors to help.
No, I think they are sponsoring because AC Marriott is where they stay. I'm sure they got that is part of the whole Stewart group. So they are on board. So they are the room sponsor, I would think. At least they certainly could have been paying them high price rate there.
But Cataract, aren't they?
Good look. You're a minute.
Well, I was just gonna ask on that issue. Aren't they also connected to a car dealership?
Yeah, on BMW.
BMW. Well, there you go.
Porsche.
A BMW for the gold. All right, but let me just say though.
Kimo, mute, please.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I super excited about Antonio and Roofe coming in. There were times when we wondered if it would ever happen or if it was just a pipe dream. So now that it has happened, very excited. But not to diminish that, but I just want the guys to know, the guys who are in Mexico, new guys, the old guys, the local guys, the MLS guys, all you guys, our hearts and prayers are with you. You have a task tomorrow. I just wishing you the best of luck. Go out there and fight. You're fighting for your country. You're fighting for your space in the team. I think you can come out with a positive result. Just keep the concentration and hold the line.
Yeah, man, thank you, very sobering words. 13 somebody on the day in my yard, I drink and I smoke and I enjoy the whole thing and I get statistics and I get all kind of things and then I hit the like button. Don't make me start paging and roughing up in the yard when I shuffle out. So as I shuffle out, Jarvis Paris, Team Cataract General that him say 1-1. You understand? But I address the like something there. 11 somebody who don't know yourself. You can't drink with liquor and hear all the conversation and then you hit the like button. What that, brother? Do the right thing. Coach, last thoughts.
Yeah, man. I just want all Jamaicans, whether home or abroad, to rally behind the team. Put your national colors on, even though we're not in Mexico. Say a prayer for the team. And we bring the boys them home onto home soil against Panama with a win against Mexico. And then we start roll the Orient Express in the National Stadium starting on Sunday. I wish them all the best. Everybody come home COVID free, injury free, ready to take on Panama in the next chapter. Then on to Costa Rica. As I always say, 9 points is what we're looking for. 6 is realistic. 4, I'll settle with 4 in the first 3 games. Big up Jamaica. Big up the Reggae Boyz all the time.
4 or 6 likes. Why not I feel bad enough? Feel like that. Why? I just say good answer. See, me have to call Soji and make it run out for you. They have to give me like, here what, 413 like. Coach, you see when Cataract around the show, I go and big up the whole team Cataract. You understand what I say? I big up coaches this, big up Reggae Boyz commentary. I'm gonna drop that stats video tomorrow. With Simon. Big up. Cause we are gonna watch the game. Big up my sponsor, Spanish Court Hotel. Big partner in charge. Spanish Court Hotel. Big up Zane Issa for organize the sponsorship, yeah? So we are gonna be live from Spanish Court Hotel, Reggae Boyz commentary. If me can get sponsored, JF, yo, you see what I use that word the other day when I beat me, you know? But me know what me I talk about, you know. Oh, but people, it can be done. JFA put in the work. Please and thank you. Final comment, Marlon.
Yeah, man. I said tomorrow is the day. So as I said, as supporters and fans and person who has been behind the team, we're looking for a positive result. And Reggae Boyz in Mexico, Reggae Boyz in Jamaica. We're here supporting 100%, right? Hoping for the best result. I know, especially the guys here sitting down, relaxing and watching anxiously to see the guys come back with a positive result so they can kick on that on Sunday. So as I said, still, guys, everybody just be safe. Remember, guys, times we're living in a pandemic, take it serious, right? Remember your health. So just big up to everyone. Keep safe. Everybody on the panel, bless up on yourself, right?
Yeah, man. Shireen Garrett. So she wash her hand. When you wash your hand, Shireen, is it because of social distancing? Is that a lady?
Get your
Shireen?
merch. Get your merch.
Get your merch. Support coaches this thing. And coach means you want to jump on for a minute. You understand? People have said they want somebody say Bo's a stunner. Ames, big up Ames. You know, say a team cataract that. If Balakar was here, he would have concur with you. A man said Anthony Grant header from a corner. Yeah, see Anthony Grant header for the whole kid. Anthony Grant from outside of the box, a screamer. Oh God. I have to go come bail me Soji. I tell the people, Eddie or Anthony Grand Sport tomorrow. I light up his sky like a fire rocket. Remember me telling
Easy
21
cataract.
how you mean? Think we play
Easy cataract.
crocodile teeth. First steel, how you mean? Coach and I come in. Let me link up with coach and just say to all the people. Let me tell you something. The man them serious to God. When I put on the gun, man. Or the bust out my friend, my lady friend in a Riverton, 18 shot in her head. I want you to know. We'll give a woman 18 shot and spread out her head off her body. Please, I beg you. Please, I beg you. When you done the violence something. I beg you. Make the whole of live to see Jamaica go to the World Cup. You understand? You don't know if it's the next Michail Antonio in a Jamaica. You have slap out him soapy. You don't know. You understand? Ah, boy. Jordan Freighter, I'm positive about everything. I'm positive about Grant, I'm positive about Kelvin Stewart, I'm positive about Michail Antonio, Roofe. I'm positive to see the ball of them for the first time. You understand me? I said, no, it's a picnic for there in bed now. No PG-13. Coach, let me dial your coach and tell you to come lock off the show. You understand? But yeah,
Big up coaches, guys. Big up. Tune in. That's it, man.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.